Before we begin today, let me tell you something a little strange about the sky above you right now. There is an old story. You will find it in the Puranas about a churning. Long, long ago, the gods and the demons, exhausted from constantly fighting each other, decided just once to work together. They wrapped a giant serpent around a mountain like a rope and began to churn the cosmic ocean of milk itself, searching for the nectar of immortality. And do you know what came up first before any nectar? Poison. Enough of it to destroy everything that they were trying to save. It was only after that poison was faced, not run from, not denied, just faced, that the good things finally started to rise. Wealth, wisdom, and eventually the nectar itself. I'm telling you this because tonight the moon sits in exactly the patch of the sky the old astrologers named after that story. Tonight is the full moon, and in most of India, tonight is also Rakhi, the day sisters tie a thread on their brother's wrist and say, without needing the words, I have got you, to completely different traditions landing on the exact same night, both quietly circling the same secret that real protection, real healing almost never arrives before you have been willing to look at whatever you have been avoiding. And here is the part that is not mythology at all. Sleep labs, actual control studies, participants who had no idea the moon was even part of the experiment keep finding that your melatonin drops and your deep sleep generally shortens around the full moon. Your body knows something is different tonight, and touch, something as small as a thread tied around a wrist, floods your bloodstream with oxytocin, the exact chemistry that tells your nervous system it is safe to stop bracing. So, tonight we are going to use both of those truths together. It doesn't matter if you have a sibling sitting beside you, or 4,000 kilometers away, or not in your life at all. For the next half hour, everyone watching becomes each other's thread. Let us begin. Find your seat. A chair is completely fine. In fact, tonight it is ideal because we want your spine long and your body settled rather than focused on holding a floor posture. If your chair has a back, let it support you fully. There is no extra virtue in sitting unsupported. Just make sure your spine has some length to it, the way a plant naturally reaches towards light without straining for it. Feet flat on the ground. if that is comfortable, and hands resting wherever they land easily. Palms down on your thighs if you want to feel grounded tonight, or palms up if you want to feel a little more open to receiving. Either is right. There's no wrong way to hold your hands. Let your eyes close, or if that is not comfortable tonight, just soften your gaze downward, unfocused, towards nothing in particular. And take a breath in through your nose, a full one, not a huge, dramatic grasp, just a real, generous breath, and let it out slowly through your mouth, like you're gently fogging a mirror. In and out. One more like that. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Long and slow. One more. Now let your breath return to its own rhythm. You don't need to control it anymore. Just notice it happening. The small rise, the small fall, the way you would notice a candle flame without needing to touch it. Here is a small, ordinary thing I want you to remember. When you tie a knot in the thread so button doesn't come loose, you don't yank it violently. You just pull it snug, form complete. That is the quality of attention I want you to bring to this next part. No gripping, just snap, complete. Now, bring your attention to the crown of your head and imagine that directly above you, through the ceiling, through the sky, there is a full circle of silver white light. This is the moon tonight. Whether or not you can see it through your window right now, somewhere above the clouds, above the ceiling, it is completely full, completely round, a perfect closed circle with no beginning and no end. Let that circle of light begin to lower itself very gently towards the crown of your head, not touching you yet, just approaching the way moonlight approaches a window before it actually enters the room. And now let it touch down softly right at the crown of your head. See it landing there. See it begin to pour, slow, cool, silver, down through your skull, down the back of your neck, over your shoulders, If your shoulders have been carrying anything today, a deadline, an argument, a sibling you miss, a sibling you're relieved to have some distance from, whatever it is, just let the school light pour over the shoulders without needing to fix anything yet. Just following, just following. There is no judgment, there is no fixing. Let it continue down through your chest now, through your arms, through your torso, down, down to the legs, all the way to the soles of your feet. Feel as if you are sitting inside a column of this moonlight from the crown of your head to the floor beneath you. Now, underneath your feet, imagine there is water. Hear small sounds of water moving. It's not like a flood, just an old, wide, dark ocean, ankle deep, cool, completely safe, stretching out further than you can see in either direction. In older stories, this ocean belongs to a figure called Varuna, the keeper of cosmic waters, the keeper of an invisible order underneath everything that happens. This is the water that, in myth, had to be churned before anything good could rise out of it. So do not be afraid of it. It is not here to overwhelm you. It is here to hold whatever you are ready to release tonight. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, let one thing sink down into that water. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It might be small tension from today, or something heavier you have been carrying for months, or nothing at all that you can name. Just that needs to leave me right now. Just that which I do not need any longer. Feel it going down, releasing from you, and slowly, very slowly, dropping down into the water. Out of your body. Breathe in again and exhale, sending it down. It can be a relationship. It can be about a sibling, a friend who feels like a brother or a sister, someone you have lost touch with, someone you wish would call. Just let it go down into the water. The water is not judging what you send it. It is simply old enough and wide enough to hold it. Release, release whatever is left, whatever you do not require, whatever is not for your highest good. Release. Now, let the water settle back to stillness beneath your feet, calm, unbothered, exactly as it was before. Just a little lighter now for having received what you gave it. Bring your attention back up to your chest, to the space just behind your breastbone. I want you to picture a single thread of light here, not silver like the moon, but warm, gold, like the color just before sunrise. This thread starts at your own heart, and here is what I want you to do with it. Take this thread in your imagination and tie it gently around your own wrist, right where a Rakhi would sit. Today, you are choosing to be your own protector first. This is the part people sometimes skip. We extend the care outward to everyone else before ever offering it to ourselves. Tonight, you tie the thread on your own wrist first. Now, holding other end of that same thread, picture someone, a brother, a sister, if you have one, or anyone who has ever felt like family to you, whether or not you share the blood. If a name or face doesn't come easily, that is completely fine. Just picture the shape of someone I would protect. Let the thread stretch from your wrist to theirs, glowing faintly cold, connecting you across whatever distance actually separates you right now. And now, just for a moment, let the thread widen. Instead of one line to one person, imagine it branching outward to everyone watching this stream right now, wherever they are, whatever screen they are on. Thousands of small gold threads, all alternating from the same full moon overhead, all tied to the same wrist. You are one point of light in a much larger circle tonight, which is really what the old phrase means. The one you will hear again before we close. You are the lightning rod in the garden, not the whole storm, not the whole garden, just a single point that is grounded enough, still enough to let something larger pass safely through it. Stay with this image quietly for some time. Just stay here inside the circle of moonlight, feet still in Varuna's water, and a gold thread at your wrist, connecting you outward to all, the whole earth. If your mind wanders, mind can do that. Notice it and float back to the thread. Now, let us close this safely. Take that gold thread you just widened outward to everyone watching, to the earth. Gently draw it back in, like reeling in slack, until it settles into a simple closed rope right at your own wrist. Tie one last knot in it now, the way a Rakhi is tied snug enough to stay put through a whole day. This knot doesn't disconnect you from anyone. It just means the gearing stays, but the opening doesn't stay open. What is left at your wrist is your own light, sealed and self-contained. Not a door left ajar for anything else to wander through while you rest. Now, gently, let us close this with care. Visualize a small pair of golden scissors resting in your hand, one by one, or all at once, however it comes easily. Bring those scissors to the threads reaching outward from your wrist tonight and cut them with love, softly. As each thread falls away, silently wish whoever was on the other end of it safety, health, and happiness. Let that be the last thing that travels down the thread before it is gone. You are simply closing a door you opened on purpose, the way you would close a window again once the room has had enough air. Once every outward thread has been cut and laced this way, take the single length of the gold thread left at your own wrist and tie it into one last snug knot, sealing your own light back into your own body, wishing yourself safety, health, and happiness. You are complete. Sealing your own light back into your own body, sealing in health, happiness, and the protection. You are complete. You are self-contained. Slowly, now, without any rush, start to bring your attention back into the room Wiggle your fingers a little. Roll your shoulders gently, once or twice. Notice the surface you are sitting on again, the actual chair beneath you, the actual floor beneath you. Take one more full breath in and let it out slowly. And when you're ready, brush it off. Let your eyes open.